Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and it's a good one today. You don't want to miss it. Smash a like, follow me on X if you can at DXB Crypto 121, and let's get straight into it. So in today's video, guys, I've got a very important price prediction for Alephium. You don't want to miss that, because that will obviously not financial advice, but you know, it tells you where it could go, what's realistic and what's not. So stick around for that, guys. And we're going to go through all of your altcoins. How well are your altcoins doing? Do you know anything about them? Or is it just, are we buying just because we're buying? So I want to talk about a lot of the altcoins that are popular amongst the community. Stick around for that. And I want to give you my general sentiment in the market. So let's get into it today, guys. So in terms of Alephium, guys, incredible prediction that is so attainable. And I'll jump into that in a second. But before we do that, let's see what's happening around the world of crypto. And I'd like to go through the news and see what's happening. And there are a few important updates. One of them here is obviously Crypto.com expands global services and partners with Standard Chartered in Dubai. It is no longer a secret that the UAE is one of the global leading centers for crypto. You know, this is a country that has the regulation, and this is very good. So this comes as it continues, you know, demand grows in the country, with many residents trading in digital currencies and some firms even paying salaries in e-cash, which is a crypto-based token system. So UAE residents can now deposit and withdraw UAE dirhams against cryptocurrencies they are holding. Guys, this is incredibly bullish, considering that obviously Dubai is the crossroads between East and West, and many expats from the rest of the world live in Dubai. It's a multicultural center, and for many years people have been wondering how to spend their crypto money without feeling obviously the long arm of the law. And this is, you know, this is another fantastic positive moment for crypto in the country and globally as well, because like I said, every language in the world is spoken in Dubai. Now this is, then he goes on to talk about that a bit more. And then, of course, behind that, I was looking at noises coming out of the Elon Musk camp in terms of Twitter or X and Dogecoin. Case is dropped, guys. The case is dropped. And could there be Twitter integration? And obviously, that's the way it is. You know, eventually it's going to come. Whether it's Dogecoin, and I'm actually thinking it might be, but nobody knows that. But that's very bullish if they've obviously taken that off Elon Musk. And there's plenty of other news, guys. Coinbase and Square. And they want to label up stablecoins with a bridge. And this is what's called the Stripe of crypto, which has a VC backing, including the likes of Sequoia Capital. So big things happening. Very, very big things happening. And we are here, guys. That's the most important part. We are here, and as long as you're here, I think good things will come your way. But you just have to be a bit more careful in terms of dealing with stuff like meme coins, because at this moment in time, the entire market is facing a very, very good, what I would say, last bit of accumulation before the banana zone comes, and you feel like, damn, man, I should have got in there, or I've just wasted my time. Deploy capital slowly, not financial advice, and do what you have to. So look, Alf came out of this massive parallel channel, printed some good candles here, and now it's creating a new sideways and upwards channel. Hopefully the price goes on from here, and it goes into completely new price discovery. Once we break up from the all-time high, which was around that $4 wick, but realistically around $3.90. Now, I did say to you that I've got an incredible projection, guys. Guys, honestly, join the DXB community Discord. On what? Because there are people there that, you know, honestly, these guys are incredible. And crypto is hard enough as it is. Doing it alone is impossible. Just $9 a month, guys. Join us, because we get to do stuff like this. And for me anyway, let's continue with the this post that I made last night in the Discord, and I want to share this with you. So Alephium, in terms of pricing, in terms of direction, look, at $1 billion market cap, guys, the price would be, from the current price, that would be around $14, and that would be 8x from the current point. $1 billion, guys, 8x. You know, projects like Ondo, we offer you an 8x throughout the cycle, right? This is incredible, guys, and $1 billion from where we are, 8x, happy days. I think Alephium gets there. All right, and then we go to the next level, and the next level is $2 billion in market cap. And again, you know, if you want to read the full article, you can in our Discord, but a $2 billion market cap for ALF, that will see the price. Let me just get the price back up here. Let's move this across. So that, yeah, that would give you a price target of a $2 billion, double the price, and that is a 29.78 ALF, which is 16, nearly 17x from the exact current point. Now, doubling the market cap for Alephium from 1 billion to 2 billion at that time, should, considering ASICs is fully, ASICs mining will be fully activated, delivery will be done by then. At that point, I think $2 billion is not beyond the realms of possibility, guys, right? $2 billion. And what I've said here in this article that we published in the Discord, during this 2 billion market cap, ALF will be almost $30. Achieving this milestone would place ALF on par with the current market projections, like similar projects like, Sui, Render, that type of project. But $2 billion, and we haven't even got going yet. Now, if they continue to push some more, and we get a $4 billion market cap, which is where Kaspa is today. So if you look at the, let's bring out the Kaspa market cap versus Alephium. So again, this is a very good benchmark on ALF is $4 billion and obviously does 90 billion, for example. This would mean that the price of ALF will be $59.85 or nearly $60, right? Fully diluted valuation, 4.8 billion. And we're talking about, this is incredible. That's why, look, a lot of people don't understand when I say, look, 4.1 billion. If ALF can get to this, only this, and the bull market finishes, this means that ALF would have done well in excess of 35x just to get to where Kaspa is today. I don't think people heard me. 35x just to get to where Kaspa is today. Is that doable? I think it is. I think that is one of the most incredible price projections, because it is just going to where the current market cap of a similar project being mined in a similar fashion, which is potentially going to catch the attention of people like Marathon Digital. Do you not smell the coffee, guys? I'm sick and tired of making money for people, because look, people sometimes, man, people don't understand. This is the most, this layer one here. Look, 4.1 billion, 164 billion. At 25x to $47. Now let's switch this up a little bit, because people have to sometimes see where the opportunities. Yeah, so there we go. All-time high of $5 billion from 160 million or $162 million. That is a staggering 30x. And like I said, Kaspa family, chill out a little bit, because this is another opportunity for Kaspa investors. I call all the cat fights, cubic investors, whoever you are. Numbers like this don't lie, guys. And beyond that, actually, from a moon case, if we get to that $8 billion market cap, right? You notice that I've titled the video $120 is $8 billion. Now, layer ones have done that in the past, and just from a metrics point of view, if obviously if this incredible layer one did what some of the other layer ones have done, but in this case I will just use a $8 to $10 billion example of this cryptocurrency here. Exactly 64x to $10 billion, guys. 64 times your money. So let's just swing it back. Will this happen? For me, I think 2 to 4 billion is doable, fairly realistic, but you have to understand still the project is young, the ecosystem is growing, and on the basis of that, you have to make sure that you understand the risks. This is crypto. You know, don't say, oh, DXB did this because no, I'm buying this and I bought this under $2. I've always said it is very, very realistic. Now, look, if you see the stochastic RSI over here crossing, right, we may come back a little bit, but within this channel. So it's going to respect forming this new accumulation, break this up, and then obviously possibly get this brand new upward trend going as soon as possible. Because, you know, if the price is very bullish here, you can see it will top that, and then from there it's just going to be, I don't know, things could go anywhere. But I'm very confident and I'm very, very comfortable in terms of where I see this price going. And if you see the immediate targets, right, let's have a look at some immediate targets. I mean, look, in the short term, guys, we're exactly in these fib levels to the T. You know, we reclaimed this 618. You can see here, got the 618 there. And from the 618, guys, who knows what can happen. But I'll just make it very clear. This is a fantastic investment. And in the short term target, I'd probably say we spend a bit more time around above $3, and then we break all-time high, move into price discovery, and ultimately get to the top of this, which is around that $6 mark. And then Alpha's on its way. So that's Alephium, guys. In terms of the other layer ones, it won't be fair to the community without updating them about Kaspa. I think Kaspa, once we come out, you can see here there's aggressive targets. Once we break up, this chart is one of the most incredible ones, because you can see how long this channel has been forming. And I think, you know, short-term price targets for Kaspa would be to get above the all-time high and possibly go over 23 cents. But Kaspa is absolutely... We don't talk about Kaspa as much as I used to, especially these days, being preoccupied with all these other gems. I can honestly say to you, there isn't a chart like this, right? Perhaps, you know, in terms of from a channel perspective, this is incredibly bullish. You know, at some point, it will come back to this channel. If we take let me just put the, where are we? Let's go with, let's just say, so if we come back to this midpoint, which I don't think we will, but from there, it looks like the price wants to go up and up and up and start claiming some of those higher levels, guys. So Kaspa looks incredible. In terms of other large layer ones, you can see here, Sui is coming down to this 618 over here. Once Sui does that, I think it's just going to be a matter of time before Sui then goes on to a positive direction. And you can see where the price is going now. I would probably look at this point here, 70 cents as the base, then boom, it's on its way. Other layer ones, this is just my layer ones. Less cubic AGC is completely, completely gone for now, but it's just got a new listing anyway. So AGC will reset these RSIs and then come back and form. Another gem, obviously, that I've been watching quite a bit is Zealous. And right now, look, you know, Zealous is in this midpoint. I would probably continue to DCA, got MEXC listing as well. Big up Zealous. And then obviously most of us are in other narratives as well. Let's have a look at AI. No, let's look at gaming. Why has this happened? Let's go to gaming, guys. Once we go to gaming, you'd see some of the worst charts in the history of crypto. So look at Marvia, right? So Marvia right now is completely, it's literally in the best buying zone that it's ever been for a while. And I think Heroes of Marvia, for me, I mean, all my targets in terms of DCA have been met. If we do decide to come lower, it's going to be quite incredible to get Heroes of Marvia from this point, guys. Absolutely incredible. And if we go to the possibly the daily, let's reset the chart. There we go. What we want to do is come above, just shoot up above this. Look at the RSIs. It's ready to go. At the $1.29, I think it's a wonderful day to buy Marvia. In fact, I may dip into some right now, but I would like us to see reclaiming that, you know, the top of this channel, which is that 41.42 around this area, and then off we go to the races. Second biggest token over here in terms of market cap, or the biggest token in market cap over here, is Prime. You notice something with all these gaming cryptos, guys. They are all in a massive descending wedge, like from day one. Look at this. So if this, you know, this guy obviously it broke out, a fake out, and then obviously it got rejected here, and then it came down, and obviously now it's back under the channel. So we want to see how long it continues to be under the channel. And if it does break out from there, guys, I think it's going to be important to watch these kind of levels over here. And see if it stabilizes above the $9 to $10, because once it does that, I think it runs. Carrot is an interesting one. Again, Carrot is in a massive, and I think, you know, in terms of the unlock, there's been an announcement regarding the tokenomics. So Carrot is a definite one to watch, because the teams are now realizing there's no way they can continue to just you know, sell to retail and say to retail that, you know, this is going to have this level of you know, token unlocks, token dumps. I think that's something to watch, guys, and it's going to happen. And in my opinion, if we put a rectangle here, this is a decent, you know, this came out, look at that, guys. It came out of that descending triangle, descending wedge, and what it's done is it's actually formed a sideways movement here. Look, it's just now ranging. We're going to test this line again here at this $8 mark. But listen, Moon Tropica is a fantastic game. I'm impressed with this one. I'm extremely impressed with OTK, guys. So again, you notice like the pattern with all of these gaming tokens is a direction that is completely downwards. And what this has done is it came out of that a massive volume here, and look at that, it's just formed this channel here. Now that's a good place to watch it at, because believe it or not, if the price stays there for you know, ultimately it will bounce off. Look, it's hit this line here at this point at the I think it's a 3.5, 1, 2, 3, 4 times resistance here, support here. So if we break out of here, it's going to be, it's basically one of the gaming projects. Look at the similarities to car, guys. You see that? That's what you want. You want to come out of the you want to come out of the downward trend, and you want to form a new side range before ultimately retesting the bottom and then boom, exploding to the upside. And yeah, so OTK is a solid project. The more I see the charts, the more I become more bullish on it, purely because of the Solana narrative and the fact that it's a pretty decent token on the Solana network. This one here, guys, is another interesting one. So if I just squeeze this up a bit, you can see here, this is Corporate World right now. The RSI on the daily is completely down. If we look at this on the weekly, it tells you the same story, but the daily gives you a bit more understanding of what to watch. And all I'm doing right now is I'm watching these prices, see where it goes. The other day I bought some around this just under 10 cents. Right now, again, it's in a very good buy zone. And again, you know, you can't capture that. But look at the RSI, guys. At some point, all of these RSIs will reset. Shrapnel, GFAL, the story is different. That's why I was saying, you know, the likes of Mavia and OTK and Moontropica are actually showing very, very good life in terms of coming out of that. You know, you can see this has been respected. There's a massive downtrend for Myria, Star Atlas. Now Atlas is doing Atlas has to be watched as it forms this this new direction. You know, I don't know if any of you are holding Star Atlas, but yeah, once you come out of the whole wedge, then you see where you start going, guys. So that's gaming, and you know, DePIN is no different. If I look at DePIN now, AI and DePIN over here, look, basedai, guys. I talked about it yesterday. The prices will come down. Will they go below $3? I think, you know, $3 will be the new bottom over here, but we'll see. At the moment, it's $4. If it dips down a little bit, I would get into it, guys. AGI has the same problem as a lot of the AI tokens. You know, on a downtrend for a long time, has to come down. I think personally, AGI is going to stick around at these levels, because if it comes further down, we're looking at I mean, it's not looking good there. So AGI over 12, at 12 cents is a good buy. What's happening with aitech? Pretty much aitech on the daily. I mean, look, you know, it's trying to come up, but I think aitech has found more or less its bottom. It may go down a little bit more. Dynex needs to get above this. You can see the RSI is oversold. So guys, the story is exactly the same across majority of these altcoins. And obviously you got AltCloud, which is something a lot of people are interested in right now. And it looks like 10 cents is a good floor, guys. 10 cents is a good floor. If it comes down further than that, you never know. And then you got micro caps here with no volume. Overall, I'm extremely bullish, guys. Over the long term, I'm extremely bullish in terms of where we go from here. From any dips now, I just treat them as an opportunity to get what I consider to be lifetime or life-changing or cycle-changing money, and then we get out. So look, overall, not financial advice, guys, but I hope I've given you at least an update on your favorite cryptocurrency. One last one that I will not forget is, let's have a look at mintlayer, because mintlayer stabilized around that 13 cents yesterday. 11 cents right now, and the floor there was like all the way 7 cents. So again, this is a good time to buy these cryptocurrencies, guys. Ideally, we should have bought this at 7 cents. You know, could it go there? I don't think it can anymore, because as a micro cap, once volume comes into the market, it will fly. But guys, let me know what you think of the projection. Let me know how your altcoins are doing. And are you noticing anything that's forming a new sideways range and breaking out of the horrible descending channels? Because those channels are absolutely, they just suck the life out of you. But anyway, guys, smash a like. I hope you found today's video useful. And follow us on WOP. Join the Discord, guys. It's never going to hurt you. There's legends in there. And follow me on X at DXB Crypto 121. All right. God bless you guys. I'll catch you on the next one.